And he looks like a doctor at a fish show. Alright, fine. Please give it up for our next comedian, R.A. Sweeney. Everybody, give it up! Alright, so I leave this here and try and hide behind it?
Good job, man.
Anyway, you touch it first, yes. All right, very well.
My friend joined a lesbian running club. No, jogging, fine. Jogging club. It's called Running with Scissors. So, everybody drink long enough, you drink something, you can't drink it again. When you got that drink, yeah, too many of them one night. Sex on the beach. What'd you do? Have sex on the beach after too many sex on the beach? Sand problems. Is tequila for a lot of people? Yeah. Do something stupid. Someone stupid. Still paying child support. For me, it's Manhattans. And this is the story of why I can't have Manhattans anymore. I used to live in Washington, D.C. I used to have a somewhat important job. This story might be why I don't anymore. I was young, working my way up through this fancy company. Company credit card, wearing a suit every day. People thought I was important. And so I get invited to this big dinner with people very important people from all these similar kind of companies, biggity wigs, you know, whatever, I don't know, they thought they were important too. And very fancy steak place, and it's going to be this ongoing group meeting with all these people, like, hey, buy into this, part of this. So we go, I'm all, dressed up in a suit, fancy, get there. We start with martinis. I had probably 3 or 4 of those. I think, move on to dinner, which is now they're just bringing around big bottles of red wine along with steaks, hors d'oeuvres, all this other shit. It's one of these crazy steak places where they never even tell you what it is. Like, oh, it's a la carte, market prices. At some point after, I think, the 6th or 7th bottle of wine, I'm told later on that I signed off on a $600-something tab for myself. Apparently the tab was being split among the 12 of us, and that was my share of it. So this was the company card. Just to give you an idea how company cards work, I did not know this. I'd been out drinking with a couple of my colleagues one night. I think the 5 of us racked up close to $1,000 bar tab. Yeah, fuck it, put it on the company card. Nobody batted an eye at that. One night, this dude, in an emergency on his way home, needed diapers for his kid, accidentally uses the company card to buy diapers for his kid, and damn near gets fired. He's getting his ass ringed out in the hallway by the managing person in his office for improperly using his card. Meanwhile, we're racking up brands, they don't care. So this is the kind of company card it is. So I'm like, fuck it, $600, it'll be fine. So, after that, they decide it's time for cigars. It's time to go to cigar bar. After all these cocktails, all these martinis, glasses of wine, bottles of wine, we go to a fancy martini bar, or cigar bar, where we have more martinis, and now I decide Manhattan. Having a very important conversation with somebody who, again, I'm later on told is a very important person. I'm kind of leaning in, like listening, oh, it's very important, and all over this dude's suit, all over my suit, all over my shoes. So I decide, you know what, I'm very sorry, I'm very apologetic. I take out my wallet, put it on the bar, say, that's on me, thanks, and walk out. So now there's my wallet at this bar. I am shit-faced. I have no idea where I am because I've never been to the cigar bar before. Turns out it's 2 blocks from the White House that I again proceed to throw up on their lawn on my way by. Going to the metro station, which at this point is long since closed. But I'm drunk enough, I don't really realize that. I somehow find my way in, get to the bottom of the stairs, and I'm sitting on the bench at the platform, very politely, just like waiting for a train. Metro's been closed for at least an hour. There are no trains, there's nothing going on, except every once in a while they will move trains from one end to the other because everything's closed. And I catch a train, completely blacked out, everything's dark, going by, and all of a sudden it just jams on the brakes. And the conductor just leans his head up. What the fuck are you doing in here? I gotta get home. I just gotta get home. Dude, we are closed. We've been closed for a while. I just got to get home. Fuck it, get in. So he opens up the door behind him, so I'm in the front car, completely dark, he can't turn the lights on because they're all closed. We get home, we get to the metro station, he's like, all right, this is your stop, you gotta get out. Okay, so now he's gotta call somebody else to let me out because the gates are closed, they've chained it off to everybody. And so some dude pissed off comes, open the gates, pushes me through the gates, closes them behind, and I look up. It is, and it's to this day, the second highest escalator in the Eastern Hemisphere.
Yeah, crazy.
And it's off. So there I am, in a suit, vomit on it, blasted out of my mind, just doing this. Part of me, I'm like, if I sleep here, I know they'll be here at like 6 in the morning. I could just like right there. Like, I am a homeless dude, just in a suit at this point, and they're nice to me because of that. But that dude had closed the door, his feet's gone. I'm like, all right, fuck it. One foot in front of the other. I got this. I got it. I got this. And I like take a break, like quarter way up. I'll make it. And I got about 8 more steps, and I remember the tumbling. Like, I remember doing this at some point, just going, oh, please make it stop, please make it stop. And it stopped, because I eventually ended up all the way at the fucking bottom. Again. Except now my shins are all ripped up, and they're stuck to me. Now there's vomit and blood on my pants. And I'm again at the bottom of the second largest escalator in the nation. So I finally trudged my way all the way up there. And I'm like, I'm a disaster. There's some part in the back of my head decided, you should call your girlfriend. She'd love to see you right now. So she's actually on my way home. So I decided, I'm gonna call her, I'm gonna stop in. So I call her. I don't know if words came out, but she did. And so she comes out to find me, like, leaning up against a tree like this, like barely holding on the phone. I apparently decided to call the only person I knew who worked with the guy who might have my wallet, and that's my ex-girlfriend. And I apparently drunk me, decided I got a sweet talker to get my wallet. So my girlfriend comes out to find me, drunk, vomit, blood, shoes, leaning, talk, the ex-girlfriend. That night didn't go very well. If you think that was the world's worst drinking, the world's worst hangover then followed the next morning, when I had to be in the U.S. District Court at 7:30 in the morning to talk to a bunch of judges. Not for my own problems, although there were a bunch that day. I've never been so hungover as I was. They had a little, like, not a cocktail, like a little food reception at noon for like a little luncheon. I remember having the shakes so hard that I flipped a little Swedish meatball off my plate and into the lap of one of the judges sitting next to me. At which point I decided, I probably shouldn't have Manhattans anymore. Yeah. And that is why I don't drink Manhattans. Thanks, guys.